So many reports on the Georgia case stressed that race angle, 3 white men, even though the prosecutor did not argue that racism was a factor there. But why no mention of race in the other case, the Waukesha case?
Pretty extraordinary, isn't it, Andrew? I think there are 3 reasons, and I'll be quick. The first is that if the mainstream media were to mention race in this, then they would be called racist. They have spent their lives saying that anyone who mentions black crime is a terrible racist white supremacist, and they know that their viewership would turn on them and do the exact same if they did it. So, of course, they're absolutely not going to mention it for that reason. The second reason is that if they were to mention race, they would inevitably have to mention Black Lives Matter and that ideology, because if we are to believe certain social media posts that were posted by Darrell E. Brooks, he seemed to be quite supportive of Black Lives Matter. Not only that, he seemed to have some quite extreme views. He praised Hitler at one point. He likened the cops to the Ku Klux Klan. He posted things about knocking out white people, even old white people, quite virulently, violent messages about them. And most pointedly, he expressed frustration at the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, which, bear in mind, had only come out a couple of days before. And Black Lives Matter, as we know, is a leftist sacred cow. So for the media to implicate that in the reporting, absolute no, Andrew, absolutely would not happen. Which brings me to the third reason, and it is the inescapable coincidence that the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict came out just a few days before. You've got this individual very supportive of Black Lives Matter, virulently anti-white racist posts, express frustration with the verdict. It is not unreasonable to hypothesize that the two might be connected. And if that is the case, Andrew, if the media had to discuss that, they might just have to front up to the fact that perhaps the rampant misinformation that they pushed about Kyle Rittenhouse and that trial, I mean, there are still people out there who think that the people Kyle shot were black, for heaven's sake. They're not, they were white. Perhaps they'd have to confront the fact that maybe they possibly incited the attack. And as we know, Andrew, the left, particularly the leftist media, does not like it when you hold a mirror up to them.